Welcome to GalacticConnection.com, one of the most popular blogs on the World Wide Web today for alternative news. Stay tuned for the latest information on our world shift from enslavement to galactic involvement, as well as current intel on any blockages impeding us from our sovereign birthright. Knowledge and self-mastery are key at this time. Our commitment is to present you with the latest breaking conspiratorial articles, off-world messages, exopolitics, cutting-edge technologies and sciences, and also an ever-significant intertwining of spiritual support and metaphysical scope that one needs to dive down the rabbit hole in search for truth with balance. We are truly on the horizon of a new golden age filled with the promise for more love, worldwide peace, and accelerated intuitive skills, where every living being can exist in cohesion and abundance. It is whatever we envision and dream this new world to be. I say to you now, let's redefine the new world to the beginnings of our own precious heaven on earth. Galactic Connection is here to provide the pulse of Mother Earth through an eclectic range of interviews each Tuesday afternoon from 3 to 4:55 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Station 2 on BBS Radio, expanding your perspectives on how we can once and for all take back our freedoms, our joy, and our connection with our mighty I Am presence. Our intention remains true to connect hearts and minds everywhere in order to obtain global unity and galactic and universal acceptance. Our discussions will continue to cover anything to do with galactic society and our involvement with our galactic brothers and sisters. Our guests are experts in their fields, and our radio shows have been coined as some of the most thought-provoking out there. In addition to our daily blog, which runs 365 days a year, we also offer a realm of healing services such as our world-renowned implant removal processes, our spiritual past life clearings, our galactic violet ray alchemy from Alexandra, who shares in the lineage of Merlin, and other cutting-edge healing technologies. Check our site out at GalacticConnection.com now, sending you a wave of light, love, and inspiration, and a personal hug and thank you for listening to our Galactic Connection radio show and visiting our blog today. Good evening, everyone. This is Alexandra Metters of GalacticConnection.com, and I'm here tonight to share another special promotion that we're having with the essences and oils. Things have been really doing well now that we've been doing the promotions. And as I said before, I've just spent so little time focusing on that and so much more focusing on radio shows and the blog and other people's interviews. And so it's time. Anyway, so I want to thank everybody that is really heeding these promotions because they're put together with a lot of thought. And before I dive in, this month we're going to run a special now for 30 days instead of just 2 weeks. And the special for this month, we're going to start a little late, obviously, in the month of March, is to honor our pets. And if you're anything like me, you really, really have a special place in your heart for animals and what they bring into our lives. There's a couple of reasons why we chose this theme for this month. And so apparently the month of March is all about deep connections and our soul journey. And what better way to really look deep into your soul than into your pet's eyes? So I'm going to share with you, this is one of my dogs. This is Guinevere. And I don't know how well you can see her. She's shaking. It's so funny. And she's about maybe 3 or 4 years old. And she is actually the daughter of my other 2. So I have a whole pack that's a family. Boy, has that been a challenge, having 4 dogs. But also really fulfilling. She's very sweet. And all of my dogs have had the luxury of growing up literally from conception of using my essences, oils, and homeopathy. So it's just been really cool. They've been growing up in a alternative health mode, and I can see some of the benefits to that. So that's Guinevere. Say hi, Guinevere. Okay, Harley, come over here. And then this is Harley, and I think a lot of you know him because I have a picture of him up on the website for a long time. And Harley's been with me for, let me see, we've been together for 10 years. And his birthday was January 24th. And he is a person. If you can see his eyes, he has one blue eye and one brown eye. He's very special, very, very smart. He's part border collie, part poodle, and very, very supportive of me. And when I'm having an overwhelming day, he just knows, and he just comes over and helps me and helps work with me. Okay, so Yala, come here. Come here. Okay, and then this is Yala. And I'm missing my fourth dog. He's kind of MIA right now. But this is Yala. She's the mama. And she's kind of a Heinz 57. Very sweet. Yeah, she's a lover. She's a lover. So I thought I'd show you. I'm definitely an animal lover. And I feel like this is an appropriate month to really look at our animals because they really do define us in many ways. And what I mean by that is they take on a lot of our own characteristics, and they take on a lot of our own pain and suffering. They truly are the sponges of the world, especially your cats, your dogs, your horses. I mean, you name it. They're really there to help heal us. They are so unconditional in the way that they love us. One thing that's come up lately is that they've been communicating that they're really kind of feeling anxious. They're feeling kind of paranoid that they're going to be left behind. They sense this huge thing that's about to happen. And they've actually communicated to me that they don't want to get left behind. So that instigated the idea of this month's promotion, because it really reflects what all of us are feeling deep down inside. We've been doing this game for a really long time, and we're ready to go. Whether we think we are or not, we're going whether we like it or not. And this is a month to really dig deeply into the connection to our own soul, our own way of communicating with ourselves, our deepest connection to ourselves, the way that we connect to everybody around us. And who better to reflect that back to us than our own pets? So we decided to put an awesome promotion together. And don't think for a minute that these essences are just for the animals. Okay, it's one of the main reasons we did this. So we do have an essence called helping your pets feel safe and secure, but it's an awesome remedy for people too. So I'm going to go over those specials, and hopefully they'll resonate with you like they have with me. So for the next 30 days, we're going to be promoting the pet implant removal process. Now, normally we charge $288 for this, and we're now knocking it down to $233. And what happens is you will have the essences and oils shipped there specifically for your dog, cat, horse, whatever it is. Yes, animals are just as implanted as we are. And they're all up and down their spine and in their nervous system, etc. In many cases, we have found that when the implants are removed, the animals have a lot less pain. They might have something that's been chronically bothering them, and it can literally fade away after the implant removal process. But it is giving them a way of breaking free. And, if you love your pets as much as I do, we really need to get the fact that they are truly their own consciousness, their own personality. And if they could just talk, we would know that, but they only telepathically talk. So we're also offering the soul alignment, and that's normally $244. We're offering that at $199. and the soul alignment, as you can get all this information up on the website. You know, it's just so much details. But you can go up and do a search for the soul alignment, or I believe the web page is galacticconnection.com/soul-alignment. And that's all about fragmentation, aligning your energies, aligning your frequencies, aligning all of your nervous system, etc. It's a really cool process. And with that comes an essence and an oil as well. And then there's the DNA activation and sequencing, and that's at normally $244. We're also offering that at $199 for your pets. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that. But aside from all of that, we're also putting together 2 packages. So package number 1 is called For You and Your Companions, okay? And it's a choice. So here you go. You can either choose Purifying Your Fields, which is you can actually get it through either an essence or an oil, but in this case we're offering it as an essence, so 1 ounce. And then you can get Removing Stress, which is a 10 milliliter oil, which is part of my Egyptian oil line. And I'm going to go over these in a little more detail. And then you can get Help Your Pets Feel Safe and Secure 1 ounce essence. Now, just to give you an idea, this is such a cool combination. And I once again want to thank the girls for putting this idea together. It's just a really great idea. Purifying Your Fields is something I haven't even really talked about. This is a great essence for anyone who does work with clients, healers, chiropractors, massage therapists, anybody who's doing any kind of touch, any kind of analysis on somebody's body. It's a great first thing to take when you go in before you dive into your sessions with people. And here's just a couple of things. It basically prevents us from taking on any kind of energies from our clients. And as much as we really do a lot of work not to do that, you'd be surprised how much we can blend with somebody else's, emotional upheaval or trauma or what have you. Okay. It also helps release any emotional impurities, any toxic emotions that you've taken on from the client or from other people that you've worked on. Spiritual purification, balancing the psychic with the physical, increasing your vitality, and assisting in recovering from shock and trauma taken on by the client. Because in many cases, you can really get into some serious, heavy-duty, traumatic experiences when you're working in, deeper levels such as life coaching and stuff like that. So there's a lot more detail. Again, you can go up on the website and just put in Purifying Your Fields and you'll get more information. But we're offering this in the package number 1 as an essence of 1 ounce. Okay. With that, you can choose an oil, which is Removing Stress. This was an Egyptian oil, came from very special Egyptian oils from, I believe it's Cairo. Anyway, and this oil supports integration of new realizations, thoughts, ideas, and more. It's a really good oil to put on in the morning, at night, to just help you not get stressed. And, just be able to handle the shifts that are going on, because we're changing so radically fast. Okay. And then the last one is Help Your Pets Feel Safe and Secure. This is an awesome formula for anybody who is I hate to say pet owner, but if you have a pet, it's a really good essence to have on hand. And just get an idea of what it does. It lowers nervousness, fears, and tension, decreases excessive burden that pets tend to feel about the obligations and the duty to those that take care of them. That's a huge one. It diminishes overstimulation from external environmental triggers and lowers anxiety. And there's a whole bunch more. So again, you can go up to the website, galacticconnection.com, and pull up Help Your Pets Feel Safe and Secure. You'll get more details on that. So basically, that's package number 1. package number 2 is redefining security. Now, this is part of the Quantum Entangled Kit, and this strengthens your soul force, transforming crises into opportunities, releasing undefined senses of sadness, and enhances forgiveness of self. I can't think of a better formula right now for everyone than redefining your security. It is exactly what we are all going through, because we're reviewing at night. Whether you're aware of it or not, you may be waking up in the morning and having a sense of just a hollowness, like a sadness. I mean, some days you can be really blissed out, and then other days you just wake up and you're thinking that maybe it's because of the world around you, but really we're all heavily being prompted to start reviewing how we participated in this game, why we made the choices we did, and how they impacted the greater good of the all, or maybe not so much the greater good of the all. Okay? Whoops. There goes my phone. Sorry about that. Okay, with that comes focus on your homecoming, which is another Egyptian oil. And this is great for not getting too distracted with all the news and the plethora of information that's coming out right now. It helps you focus your field on what is waiting for you on the other side. And then, of course, that one will also come as a third one with help your pets feel safe and secure. So we're kind of putting these packages together to not only support your pets, but you, and do it as a cooperative idea. And I just think it's just so great. And don't forget, you really are doing your pets a service by getting them prepared and removing a lot of the density and the implants. These implants, I can tell you right now, they can definitely cause a lot of pain, and it's not just on a emotional level, it's also on a physical level. I saw my dog Harley, when we had the implants removed, I was blown away by how different he was with his back issues. So I can totally testify that he was a different dog afterwards. So anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to drop an email at admin@galacticconnection.com. And, hang tight, hang tough, because these are our last days. We're seeing a lot of exciting things going on with all the indictments and the arrests. And there are definitely a lot of major upheavals for the dark going on behind closed doors. Remember, it doesn't have to make sense, and it doesn't have to be confirmed in the physical intel on the web for it to necessarily be true. Sorry, that's Harley. You have to remember that when you're playing in this game and you want to get the job done, you've got to be really careful the information that you release to the public. And so with everything such as QAnon and some of the other morsels of breadcrumbs that we've been reading, even if it doesn't make sense, really we've got to use our hearts and know that we have been victorious. We're on the outer end of this process. So stay strong and know that Creator is with us every step of the way, that we have truly surpassed the point of no return, of finally returning back to where we belong. So I really feel that this promotion will once again assist you on your journey to getting prepared, and also your precious pets. So anyway, from my heart to yours, sending you a lot of love and a huge hug. This is an exciting month that's coming up. So many changes and so many good outlooks. And I hope all is well for everyone. Lots of love. Take care.